Can I ask you another question as well? There's a report from Greek media that an arms supply shipment from the United States to Israel has been canceled. It's supposed to go through some port in Greece. Can you speak to that, please?
I can. We have a stockpile, a munition stockpile that we've had for some time, I think dating back nearly 20 years now, in Israel, that requires resupplying from time to time. I think this summer there was a decision made to beef up that stockpile. This is a U.S. stockpile, which Israel, as an ally of ours, can ask for permission to access. And a decision was made this summer to flow additional munitions into that stockpile. And I think what you are seeing now is an effort to get those munitions there. I think the Greek government had some issue with the offloading of some of that shipment in their country. And so we are finding alternative means of getting that entire shipment to its proper destination in Israel. I don't think we've come to a final resolution on how or when that will take place.
So the Greeks had a security problem with having the arms come through.
I don't know if they had a security problem or a political problem or some other kind of problem, but for whatever reason, there was an objection raised at some level, and so we will find an alternative means of flowing those munitions into Israel and to our U.S. stockpile that exists there and has for decades now.
What sorts of arms are we talking about?
I'm sorry?
What sorts of arms are we talking about?
I don't think we care to discuss how we position our arms around the world for security reasons.
Yeah, just to follow on, some of the statements coming from this building have said it's because of the security situation in Gaza and not primarily because of the Greeks.
What is because of the security situation?
The delay in the shipment.
Well, fundamentally, we put out a request for services that would have required offloading of some of those munitions in Greece and onto a different vessel. There were objections raised, and so we are trying to figure out an alternative. I don't frankly know, Dimitri, if a compounding factor here is the ongoing conflict in the Gaza Strip, but we are looking for an alternative means of getting them into Israel and to our warehouse, and looking for a safe means of doing so. Yeah, Jim, yes. You should really sit up here, Jim. A man of your stature should be in the front row, not way back there.
Okay. He's tall. Were the Israelis given access to this munitions stockpile either in the lead-up or in the course of this conflict?
Frankly, Jim, I don't know, but even if I did, I don't think that's something I would disclose with you all. I think this is fundamentally our stockpile, which is rather routine. We pre-position arms in many allied countries around the world, strategically placing them should we need to access them in different areas around the world. And I think it's a typical arrangement with host nations that they, with our permission, can access those stockpiles as well. On a requested basis.
Can you say then why it was decided to increase or to add to the stockpile this summer?
I don't. I mean, it could have been that the stockpile was drawn down for operations, being conducted in the region. It could have been that there was a strategic decision to increase the number of weapons in that stockpile. But for whatever reason, there was a decision made. Let me just look at my notes here. It was coordinated during the summer of 2008 and approved by DOD in October 2008. So this certainly predates this conflict that we're now seeing underway in the Gaza Strip. Yeah, Barbara.
Guantanamo Bay.
Anything else? I'm happy to get to Guantanamo Bay. Anything else on this subject? Or we're okay. Guantanamo Bay. Barbara, yes.
You did talk about it several weeks ago, but just for the record, can you bring us up to date on the status of the Secretary's review for the transition about what it would take to close down Guantanamo Bay? What you can tell us about how he views this effort now? And then I'll follow up.